Joey Mills here for Sportsman Boxing. I am joined by Olympic medalist, challenger to the British heavyweight title next month, Frazer Clarke. Frazer, how are you doing?
I'm all good, you know. I'm all good. Rocking and raring, ready to go.
And that's got to be sort of my first question, I think, because obviously we were all set to see this fight. There was the injury to Jeamie TKV that's delayed things. What's that been like for you? How's that affected your preparation?
Obviously, it's frustrating, but I'm just a professional. Do you know what I mean? I just carry on. We've had the necessary rest now, so we don't burn out. And then we're going back into a few hard weeks now, and yeah, it'll be here before you know it. So just do my thing day in day out. Turn up, work hard. Listen to my coaches, and the aim is still the same. And that's to not take Jamie TKV out.
Now, you and Jamie, things seem to be all good now. We saw at the announcement press conference, very cordial between you two. But there is a little bit of history there. Just to explain for the viewers at home what's gone down between you and Jamie in the past.
You say a little bit of history. It's like obviously we've had, when you're in the same division as someone and you don't really know them too tough like that. It's like obviously you have like a little bit of needle. It was literally squabbles, nothing. I think I made a comment when I was commentating about him. He didn't like it, so he said a few things. He had a few of his pals, tweeting me and talking shit to me, but yeah, listen, that's all sticks and stones, innit? Do you know what I mean? Real people. It doesn't really bother me. All that internet talk, I'm not about. I don't give a shit about any of that. Let's turn up, get in the ring, and fight each other. Listen, that's all it is to me.
Yeah, well, that's something that I've noticed about you, Fraser, throughout your career. You don't seem to go in for the head games. It does all just seem to roll off your back. Is that something that you're just like as a person, or do you make an effort to just basically ignore that sort of stuff?
Because it's a load of bollocks, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You can talk all you want on the internet. It doesn't achieve anything. Do you know what I mean? Like people say the head games, this and that. I laugh it off. I really do. It's just my personality. You know what I mean? I just laugh them kind of things off. At the end of the day, I'm gonna in a couple of days' time, couple of weeks' time, play as many games as you want. I'll see it all. I'll laugh about it. I'm gonna punch you up for it. So it's not even a problem. Whatever it was to say, whatever it was to do, and that's the enemy of my opponents. We can have a fight and sort it out like proper men. Do you know what I mean? And get paid to do it as
Um,
well.
Absolutely, yeah, do it in the ring. But with TKV taking away the personal aspects, and that's all water under the bridge. What do you make of him as a fighter? You know, you're someone that's watched his rise. What do you think of Jamie TKV in the ring?
Yeah, I think he's got better. I think I only take him off his last performance, and he was boxing very well until he got chinned, but it was it was one of them where like it was a bit of a farce really. Do you know what I mean? The referee fucked up, to be honest. So I'm taking it as like I'm seeing it as he's the champion, I'm the challenger. Because really and truly, he should have been British champion. Do you know what I mean? He was coasting that fight, to be honest.
Mentioned there Jamie TKV's fight with David Adelaide. That was one you were ringside for, and the controversial stoppage that Adelaide got over him there. And I remember you were straight out of your seat for that one, protesting. What made you feel so strongly to stick up for Jamie in those circumstances?
Not to stick up for him. I just I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. I like it when it's done right. It's really good. When it's done wrong and people make mistakes like that, listen, it'd be a hard job to be a referee. When you make a mistake like that, you can't be tapping people and breaking people and letting them hit. Like it's one or the other. Do you know what I mean? I've been on the receiving end of it. I felt like in my fight against Fabio Wardy, I felt like the referee there. I felt like he was on his toes. When I got knocked out, I was looking out the ring at one point. He should have jumped in there. You know what I mean? Look after me a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like I've seen it happen in other fights. Like it's just a bit of negligent. I can't even say the word. Do you know what I mean? It's just basically they should be doing a better job.
Absolutely. And I wonder, you mentioned Fabio
Negligence. That's
Wardley
what I
there,
meant.
negligence.
That's it.
You mentioned Fabio Wardley there. That was some people are saying similar about his stoppage over Joseph Parker at the weekend. What did you make of it? Did you watch the fight and do you think that was a fair stoppage, that one?
I watched the fight. I think it was a little bit early, if I'm honest. Good fight, two good fighters, a great fight. Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit early. But then when people break it down and saying there was so many unanswered shots, I think knowing Joseph Parker, I think he'd be a bit disappointed in himself and he didn't handle the situation a little bit better.
Yeah, is it a case of there you've just got to throw something back? Because while he didn't seem to be taking too heavier shots, nothing was coming back from him.
Yeah, it's just if you give these people the chance, then they might just do you, and then they go over and they just carry on. Do you know what I mean? Not forgetting that this is a man's career. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think Joe will be kicking himself a little bit, maybe.
And winding back a little bit, because you mentioned there the knockout against Fabio Wardley. I just wonder, obviously, I feel like that's the sort of thing that fans see it happen, and then they see you in your next fight, and then but they don't really see that bit in between. And I just wonder, what is it like recovering from something like that physically, mentally, and then jumping back in there and getting the big stoppage win that you got over Ebenezer Tesse?
Well, first of all, you just have to be honest. Yeah, no one likes to lose. No, I don't. I'm like no one else. I don't like to lose, especially to get chinned in front of probably about 10 million people watching now because it was Bivol Beterbiev card worldwide. It's not great. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in like me lying about it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. The bit after is hard. You have at one point you have all the people in the world on the phone to you, and next thing it goes a little bit quiet. So your egos burst a little bit. But listen, I was good. My family was healthy. I was healthy. I healed up well, and you just get through it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the way I've been brought up and the way that I live my life. Listen, there's a lot of people in worse positions than me. So, and although it was bad, you know what I mean. I just gritted my teeth, come back to the gym, did what I did best, and worked through things and improved as a fighter.
And I'd have thought as well recently with the heavyweight division the way that it is. There's been a couple of times where I've thought Frazer Clarke must be rubbing his hands at this because you've had Dave Allen who you've beat get a big headline fight against Makhmedov. Obviously Wardley's on the cusp of Usyk now. That's someone who you gave him absolute hell in that first fight, an instant classic of a heavyweight war. Are you sort of looking at this and going, I'm not far away from the very top of the sport?
Absolutely. Listen, I'm just going about my business quietly. Do you know what I mean? And then when it's time to make noise, the way you make noise in the boxing ring. It's all right. It's all right. You're going off of results and training. It's when you're on the big stage and get to perform. That's when it's time to do your job and let people know what you're about. Do you know what I mean? Talk is cheap. Talking is very cheap. It's all about what you do inside the ring.
And you talk about making some noise. There isn't really much bigger noise you can make than being the headliner on Boxer's debut card on the BBC, Boxing back on terrestrial television on the biggest channel it could be on. What does that mean to you? Obviously, it's not going to alter your preparations at all, your determination. But how happy are you that you're going to be seen by millions of people on the BBC?
It's an opportunity, isn't it? It's an opportunity to showcase your skill, and that's how I'm going to take it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I come this gym day in, day out, work hard, but it's not about that. It's about showing people, that work isn't going to waste, And when you get the opportunity, you have to take the opportunity. The same as anyone in life. When you have opportunities, grasp it with both hands, and that's what I've got. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
One thing I was wondering, sort of taking it back to the start of your career and then matching it up with now, I was wondering, people have a lot of perceptions about what it's like as an Olympian, as an Olympic medalist, to then turn professional, what that journey's like. I was wondering, for you personally, Fraser, what was it like? What has it been like transitioning from the pinnacle of amateur success to then going professional?
It's been a roller coaster, but it's a good one. You know what I mean? I'm one of them people. I enjoy my life. Do you know, like, I try to be positive, walk around with a smile on my face. It is what it is. You know what I mean? There's a bit of pressure on you because you're obviously you got this Olympic medal and whatnot, and you get thrown into the front of all the media and stuff. But listen, you know me, I'm from a place where you just take each day as a blessing and do what you got to do, and I've done that. Do you know what I mean? It's been a lot of pressure, but a lot of privilege at the same time.
And obviously, the big prize at stake for the fight with TKV, the British Heavyweight Championship. It's historic. Some of the absolute greats of the sport have worn it around their waist. For you personally, what does it? What does that Lord Lonsdale belt mean?
Obviously, it's a prestigious bowl, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And listen, it's a chance to put your name in the history books. It's a chance to go and get another accolade to add to the collection. And my first one as a pro. So listen, when you put me in a ring with someone else, I always want to come out on top. It's just human instinct to go in there and want to win fights. The fact that the British title on the line, that's even better.
And I just wanted to ask you a few quick fire ones now about the state of British heavyweight boxing in particular going forward. So
You
these
know,
are all just yes or no. All we need from you, yes or no, to these next few questions of
go
sort
on.
of what British heavyweight boxing might look like going forward. So first of all, is Tyson Fury really retired?
No.
Will Anthony Joshua be back next year?
Yes.
Will Moses Atoma win a world title in 2026?
Yes.
Is Derek Chisora's 50th fight going to be his last?
No.
Will a British fighter ever beat Alexander Usyk?
No.
And finally, will Frazer Clarke win the British heavyweight title on November 29th?
Absolutely fucking yes.
I had a feeling you might feel that way on that one. And just to finish off, you're going to be on the BBC, obviously, which has also been the home to something that I know means a lot to you. You have it tattooed on your body, which is, of course, Only Fools and Horses. So I'm going to ask you one here, but I'm going to make it slightly more difficult. So what I want from you, Fraser, is your favourite Only Fools and Horses moment, but
Oh,
you're not allowed to say Del Boy falling through the bar or the Batman and Robin scene.
oh
You're not
yes,
allowed either of those two.
that's fine. It is probably the episode to Hull and back. It's where they go smuggling diamonds, and Del Boy, Del Boy ends up in the back of a truck, and he gets taken to Hull, and he gets out, and Rodney goes, "Oh, you're right, Del." He goes, and Del Boy goes, "Where are we?" He goes, "We're in Hull." He goes, "Hull? What am I doing in Hull?" And he says, "Quick, Rodney, get me out of here before I start breeding whippets." And it just makes me laugh every time.
That's the thing. I knew I could rely on you for a deep cut, so I was like, "No, we're not doing the bar. We're not doing Batman and Robin." It's like I know Fraser will have a deep cut for me.
Yeah, come on, I know everything about that program, every single episode.
Yeah, that's the thing. I had a feeling you'd have something special, and you've come up trumps with that phrase. So I want to say thank you very much. Best of luck on November 29th in Derby, and we're looking forward to the fight.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Take care.